I gotta pee.
Ow.
Go ahead, Barrick.
All righty.
Fucking kick it
What's
off,
up?
sweetheart.
Tough guys and girls. We are HydraFX. This is the first inaugural episode of Cover This. That's the name of the podcast, called Cover This with HydraFX.
Is it 10 up? Are we is it we set on that? Are we set on the name?
Unless, you know what, out there in radio
You have
land,
any good ideas?
if you have a better one, come at us, bro.
Look, everyone that comes out to say us is just going to make up funny shit.
Yes.
It might work, though.
Grow up, okay? Grow up.
Greggy and the boys.
Oh, Greggy and the boys.
So this is Cover This, where we cover what we do. We talk about cover music. We cover today's not so hard hitting issues because we're fun.
Yeah.
And
Where are we covering this at, Miles? Where are we at?
where are we covering it, Justin?
We're at my house. We're in my humble abode of a recording studio in 2 bits.
Thank you for letting us use your space.
Always.
Thank you, Mr. Miles.
Thank you, Mr. Miles.
Thank you for being a
Thank you.
And we'll let it,
wall.
I think it'd be funny. Sean introduces everybody. Sean's got it.
Sure.
Sean introduces
Sure.
everybody.
So we'll start at the top of the L, sort of the head of the L. We got the top of the L here. Mr. Justin Miles, fantastic drummer, all around great entertainer, swell guy, audio engineer. His resume goes
Fluff
on
him
for
too.
days. Mr. Greg Barrick here. Band leader, just band cheerleader, most of all, band cheerleader. Been around 25, 30, 40 years in the music scene. He was there at Woodstock. He was actually one of the opening acts playing in the parking lot at Woodstock.
I'm Howlin' Wolf. Nice to meet you.
So, and then I'm Sean Bostanowitz. I play bass with the guys. And then we got Mr. to my left.
Oh, no.
Mr.
More details about yourself.
Go ahead, Sean. Yeah, beautiful.
John. And then
Beautiful. Pretty
Go
funny
fluff
family.
yourself.
I play music. I've been playing music for 20 years and stuff like that, and in and out of bands.
It's not an interview.
You know,
you just be like, yo, my name's Sean.
Yeah, Shawnee P on the bass. Mr. Walter Ivanoff, Mr. lead guitar player for HydraFX,
Sometimes.
the bearded lumberjack.
Sometimes.
Enough.
Yeah, I guess I'm doing the tech stuff and trying not to mess up this podcast
This guy's
right
playing
now.
Gallica.
Yeah, right now I am doing Minecraft as we speak.
Who's an asshole?
I stopped after Minesweeper. I don't know. Minesweeper.
The funny thing about the podcast is we don't really know the format, so this is completely on a whim.
Help us.
As Barrick would say, on a whim.
Whimsy.
We do have.
normal HydraFX gig. We don't know
Yeah,
what
we're a fucking band. We forgot to mention that. If
Hands.
people don't know,
Oh, yeah.
we are a band of individuals.
Yes.
Band of brothers.
If you were out there in the land, we are a cover band, an original band, whatever band you need us to be, and we're just trying to grow this thing, man. And if you
waste
could
band.
hit the like share button,
Yes.
that he's probably going to put some fancy stuff right here.
I can do that. I can do that.
Here's a picture of the band.
You know what I'm gonna put there is like I'm gonna put like I'm gay or something. You hold your hand like this.
Well,
The more you do that, the more he's got to work post, which I love.
True.
And
Putting
just
like little things.
Yeah.
this is also not going to be super G-rated. We'll try to hold some stuff back, but
We'll
not-
try to keep it.
let's
not
just
too
break
crazy.
the ice here.
PG for a pretty good time.
Say something funny / crass, and then let's just move on. Justin,
Yes.
say something abrasive or crass.
Why you can't put someone on the hot? That has to be random.
Okay, I'll start. Balls.
Oh. I didn't know. You
Pick your favorite word.
Go ahead, Sean. your turn, baby.
Scrotum. I guess it's related.
Wow.
It's the same.
Scientific.
It's the same. It's the
I hope you
same.
edit all this out.
It's the same thing. I'm not editing any of this.
A bunch of dudes just talking about balls and
This is what
stats.
every popular podcast does. Is just a bunch of stupid,
testicles.
stupid shit.
I'm out here with a fucking fishing line, guys. Help me fish. And then you want to with 3, 2.
I'm not editing it.
So yeah,
I'm not cutting any of this up. All right, so business talk too. We could talk business. We have it's the Halloween shows this weekend, right?
Halloween. It is.
We got dose Halloween shows. I'm gonna try to put this out before if we can because I think it'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
And everyone will be listening to it. But tonight, where we at?
Justin, where we at, baby?
Tap house tonight.
Tap house.
Tight, get up on that mic, baby.
You make it on this microphone like this.
Oh, that's fucking.
It's really tap. Just make sure you put a little bit more compression on it, especially this part right here.
So Tap House tonight by
Tap
Barry
house.
White.
We'll get it. Tap House 1689.
It's a 3 and a 7.
That's a 7.
I hope those
I was
cameras
trying
can
to
read
write really
looks like
fast so you can say it's
That looks
the
like
full
a
name of the
7.
venue.
It looks like an emo's asshole. Like
That's actually my favorite thing to draw.
It looks like a duck butt. That looks like a duck butt. It's got a little flap and then a round thing. You see that?
Yeah.
I could zoom in on that.
Yeah, bro.
yeah.
Right.
Dude, 1637.
And then
Because that's when it was built. Tap House was built in 1637.
yeah.
Sonny laid the ground.
he was
the
just
dirt.
all out there.
Yeah.
No, it's like Maryland. I think Maryland became
400,
a state then,
300
right?
years ago.
Wasn't that when Maryland became a state?
So they just had like 1,637 beers up there.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is.
Old last
Yeah,
day.
it was
And then we also have another one tomorrow. What's the other one? What's the other show? we
Wally,
got?
what's the other show, buddy?
I'm running this. You guys have to. I'm
He has
asking.
no idea.
We're at Last Drop. We're doing. I think we have another band opening.
We do.
They're-
Mold Dyer. Yeah.
Muldire.
Yeah,
Dope,
Muldire.
dope band. All originals. I'm sure they're gonna be wearing some badass costumes.
Shout out
too.
to
Yes,
Muldire.
they have that witch theme. If you know, it's a Maryland legend actually. The Muldire, I believe like a witch was sacrificed in Leonardtown. Literally, this is where they
Holy
got their
crap.
name from. Yep.
Yeah.
Like
Like a real
burned
thing.
at the stake kind of thing. Holy shit!
There's multiple books and movies about it.
Yeah.
But they do the whole. You listen to their songs. They do like the whole theme of that.
Yeah.
Most of their songs are. I mean, they're not like "Come drink beer with us" like we are.
Yeah.
Most of their most of their themes
Yeah.
are themed around that subject, which is a true story.
Yeah. So Last
Now,
Drop
isn't
tomorrow.
isn't it true
Come see
that
these
they
guys and us.
isn't it also true that they all own a laundromat and it's called Mall Dryer? Isn't
So we can vote him off the podcast. It's up to you guys.
This is it's alternative. It's funny. He can be
membership? Every week you get to vote one of us off.
yeah. Who doesn't come next week?
There's a weird person that fills in.
We make them stand in the back. They're like, can I say something in the back?
Yeah.
Okay. And then what else? What else you got in that paper? What's that top thing you got up there, Barrick?
So what are we doing? Like,
Is that what that fucking says? What are we
What are we
doing?
doing?
What is it? What is life?
Justin,
Why? What? Who?
He's getting all fucking prophetic
Justin.
over here.
Sponsored by Wakey. Justin, what's our near future looking like? What
Why are you holding your hands
prospects,
like that? Why are you
news
talking?
anchor,
Did you fucking do it right?
rolling hands?
It's like the.
He said, you know.
It's like
I'm s-
This is like a TED talk. Yeah, we got a lot of things coming down the pipeline.
I'm sorry,
man.
Miles. I didn't know he wrote
Yeah.
that fucking stupid shit.
What? What are we doing? Why are we here?
Sean wrote that, by the way.
Well, those are all good questions. All good questions.
Oh, that's upcoming shows. I thought that said
Yeah, what
something.
we got going on, man? You just
Up and
down.
we covered this weekend. Yeah.
For us, we got a lot of cool things happening.
How about we
Like-
do another week of shows and then we
Yeah.
cover the grand scheme?
Sure.
Yeah.
How's that sound?
So what's next week? Do I need
Yeah.
to break out the schedule?
Who has the schedule in
next
front of
week
their
is
hand?
Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
Oh, Pink
Oh,
Floyd.
yeah.
Oh, let's talk about Pink Floyd real quick.
And we
100%.
have a debut
Yeah.
That's not.
next weekend too.
It's not our show, but all of us are participating in it.
Yeah.
I almost snuck out, but I'll be there for one. These guys are doing multiple songs.
Yes.
So
I'm glad
come out
you're
and
on it.
support.
Yeah, that's great.
Come out and support. I think it's a Last Drop also.
November 3rd.
Yes.
Yep, November 3rd, the great gig, Pink
Yeah.
Floyd Experience. It's going to be amazing. There's probably 30 musicians playing from all
Yeah,
over.
Carla and Jay put it all together
Carl
for the
and
most
Jay putting it together. I mean, there's so many to name. The ads out there. We can probably put a little
Carla
link
and
to
Jay
that, too.
from Carla from Southern Maryland music scene.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
make sure
yeah,
you
yeah.
give a
Yeah.
Good, yeah.
good look,
For
good
people
look
to-
out and
Yeah.
like for her.
Harlan and Jay Simpson.
What
And the
about
rehearsals have been great. The rehearsals
Yeah.
have been fun. It's nice to have a band of brothers coming together from the community to put on
so sweet and
a
political?
hell of a show.
Carla did a really shout out Carla. You did a really good job of some of us would not have jammed or gotten together with each other had this not happened. So she really did a good job of taking all the vegetables and making a big old salad with everybody and tossing the instrumental.
You be tossing the salad? Is that what you're getting? Is that what you're getting?
Wait,
I was waiting for it. That's why I was like,
it was like a sandwich, and Carla just took all the tomatoes and the lettuce and the turkey and cheese.
Sean's hungry.
Now that I'm no longer hungry, is there any of our shows?
And this is a musical sandwich we're going to experience. And you wouldn't have thought to get outside that box.
Really, if you're here from Southern Maryland and you're watching this, it's like a collection of tons of bands just get
Yes.
together and have a great time.
Yeah,
It's
gonna
going to
awesome.
be a blast.
It's gonna be
If
killer
you're a
time.
fan of local music, you do not want to miss this show.
And what Sean was trying to say with his concoction of a stew, is,
Concoction.
it's not like I think you and I are playing on like one song together, maybe at the last minute.
Yeah.
But none of us are playing. Like it's not like HydraFX is playing
Yes.
these amount of songs,
Yeah.
and then Amateur Hour's playing all these. What she did is she took everybody, like you said, and just mixed it all together. So like I'm playing with musicians I've never played before. It's fucking rad, man.
Yeah,
like
it's
it's
really cool.
cool.
It
Playing
was a
from-
monster
playing
mash.
Like Carla's playing bass and stuff, and
Graveyard
she's also
Smash.
singing. She's playing loud because it's like Bryce is playing bass, and we got Frankie from Buffalo Velcro playing on guitar, and then you got Jake from Squiddick. It's like just an insane
I did not realize
amount
that
of.
until you said it.
Really?
That we weren't. I knew we were playing on one song, but
Well, yeah.
like, none of us are playing
None of us
together.
are consecutively together.
That's pretty cool, man.
And
Thank
she
God.
did that on purpose.
Fuck you guys.
That's how sharp Carla Simpson is, man. Shout out
I
Carla
know.
Simpson.
She probably had some sort of weird spreadsheet and hit like a mix button or something. I don't know. Or like one of them like might have one of them like 8 balls or something like that, and you should shake up the 8
Her
ball.
friend Albert Go Rhythm, you know, help her mix it up.
Yeah.
Do we have any acoustic shows, full band shows next week?
We
I haven't
have
seen the calendar.
There's a debut.
a debut,
A debut.
a debut.
Whose debut?
Never met her.
Sounds hideous.
So next Saturday, which is November the 4th. Thank you, Sean. November 4th, we are debuting at the original Cancun Cantina in Hanover, Maryland.
There you go. Show up, support.
Yes.
I've never played there before.
We're going to be on
Yeah.
a big outside stage.
I heard this place is pretty
It's huge.
dope.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've played there at least 3 decades ago. I wish I rememred it. So it's going to be a whole
it
new
has been
experience for
30.
me,
It has
too.
been 30 years.
Greg, it was the 80s.
You know, back when I was in Winger.
I remember that. You had that big hair too, with all that hairspray. You used to use 2 or 3 Aquanet. You used to call
Yeah,
me
man,
all the Aquanet you used to use.
Just in Sean's an asshole.
That's Barrick's kryptonite.
What? Aquanet?
Is that what happened? Was it too much Aquanet?
You know what's going to happen is I'm going to take a can of Aquanet in a lighter and burn Sean's house down.
What about the long run of things? We've been working on. We've been talking about.
Yes.
I think
Yeah.
these are
The big-
that's the
big
important
question.
Yeah.
Oh, this would a real nugget
Yeah.
drop,
This
baby.
is the fun stuff. All of us have wanted to do original stuff recently, and we finally started the conversation
about coming original.
about coming original,
Coming original.
about writing some new tunes. Right now, we're trying to get everything together, dates,
Yeah.
Yeah.
putting time in, all that other jazz. I'm most stoked about this. This is what I'm fucking most.
I'm excited. I
stoked
want to
about.
do this for years.
We're down in Miles' studio. Shout out, right?
Milestone Studios, baby.
Yeah. Go get close and give it.
Studios, baby.
You can follow him on.
And personally, I've heard your solo stuff. Check it out. It's on Spotify and Amazon Music and all that other, jazz where you get your consumable music nowadays. I've heard his stuff. I've heard you guys. They had their old band Chipwood that's on there too. And we've never, as much as we jammed with each other and watched each other for years in other bands and solo projects, this is our first time doing it together.
We all noodle.
Right? We love to do it together.
We noodle so
haven't.
much, and everyone's got so many ideas all the time that is kind of almost annoying. The fact that we haven't sat down and wrote songs.
It's a
together.
way long time coming. True. Way long time coming. I'm
True.
fucking.
All right,
It'll be good to
pumped.
get those. It'll be good to get those noodles together and get the instruments,
fucking
which
got
are vegetables.
Vegetables, food
I
analogies
love a
this
good
whole
food
time.
analogy. I'm not gonna lie. I use it all the time.
What about names for the
Kind of want
album?
some soup.
We talked about names for this album
Well-
that's not even been touched yet.
Well, I don't know if we can get that big. That's a big idea. I don't know. I'm tease.
Look!
that, but-
Should we drop some? You know what, man?
We work great under pressure, so I'd love to
what, Sean?
talk about stuff like this.
Since we're on this new social journey, talking to everybody,
Yeah.
let's
It's
let's
not a
get.
podcast, but it's like reality, right? This is
Yeah,
just
yeah.
talking.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we need your help. If you give a shit about what we do, we could always use your suggestions.
Yes.
and we could always ignore them too. America.
Fuck
Yeah.
you.
This was I don't even know if these two know it because me and him were talking over a couple White Claws and edit that out. I mean, talking over a couple bottles of whiskey. Having like a dual EP.
Yes.
One would be day vibes, and one would be night grooves or something.
Yeah.
You know?
You guys are on that? I think that's been done 1,000. I think we could do it well, but I think it's been done often.
Kind of like a part 1, part 2 kind of thing for those who
I'm down for a yin and yang idea.
See, but now we've just
That idea,
committed.
but not
We've
necessarily day and night.
We've officially committed to doing at least 2, so we can't back out now because we just said we're doing 2.
No. I would like to do a single one too.
Yeah,
I had the Mr. Magic idea. I'm still locked into that shit. I love the idea.
At least as a song. That would be great for a song.
Well, we're talking about being open with writing too. So I mean, something that's more all encompassing. JIC.
Okay.
Majik.
With a Q. Okay.
Majik.
And
I love your song, Mr. Majikwe. UE.
I think that was like a math teacher I had back in the day.
Mr. Majikwe.
That was a big one we've touched on recently. And just for the sake of trying to keep this not too long today, because we'll talk for hours.
Yes,
I think
that's true.
all of us will talk for hours on end, which might work. Maybe we'll do that. We'll try that next time.
Speak for yourself, moron.
But we're also thinking about, we've done a few original or a few like cover shows, like our Foo show, our Nirvana show.
Yeah.
And we've also been chit chatting about doing another one.
I think that should be a vote. I think we should talk.
Third one.
I think that the next
Let me tell.
we should poll.
Hold on, before Sean keeps going. Sean was the one that came up with, I argue, the best idea of what we should do for this next one, and then realized how much work it was going to be, and now he's trying to weasel his way out of it. he's trying to slither his way out of it right now.
Back out, Betty. Watch out! Hey,
A little pull out Paul over here.
Yeah, I don't know if we should mention it yet because creating suspense on that would be pretty fucking good.
ditching Daryl.
Creating some like, hey, we're gonna do another one of these, but like,
Let's do a live vote here. Are we voting to
I think we should poll.
discuss it, or
You can tell there's a Facebook poll coming out. Maybe
I do like a poll.
I know you do. There's the TikTok snippet right there. I like the poll.
Bam! I love a good poll.
Ran right into that one.
Yeah, head first.
You sat on it too.
It's an early podcast for us. This is breakfast time for me and Justin.
We're trying to get our shit together.
Tony's rumbling.
cheers our coffee, buddy.
Yeah, right? Clink.
So what are you trying to take a poll for?
You're going to receive that
Enjoyment.
No, I mean, we had. Should we tell him the genre idea, or
I don't think we should mention the genre yet.
Yeah.
We should ask maybe what they want to see. I know we've talked about what we would like, but maybe we should put the idea out there of like what shows they would want to see. Like what kind of cover shows.
That's right, folks.
The public
Comment below.
well, just
do
to
it, Sean.
if you're just joining us and you're not in this area, we have done 2 tribute shows. One of them being a Nirvana Foo Fighters show, and the other being a reggae tribute show featuring Sublime, Revolution, Dirty Heads, Bob Marley, etc., etc. Oh, nice.
311.
I didn't even realize what you were doing, but yeah. So the next tribute show is going to be something like a different style,
Look,
maybe.
I think we've already locked
without
in the
going
idea,
any further.
but we still want to hear
Just
what everyone wants to
catch
say.
people
Yeah.
up to speed.
Yeah.
I digress.
I would argue those are the 2 biggest things we've been working on, minus revamping like a lot of the band workings, like socials, doing stuff like this. Yeah, coming up with new images,
stuff like this.
stuff like this. I've been coming up with stuff like this.
My voice got a little cracky there. Oh man, we started cracking.
I love the little hair hanging out. I
shoot,
I would
really?
kill for that.
Oh,
It's a little gaff tape.
What else we got? What else we got on that list?
That's where all the gaff tape went, Greg.
What else we got on that list?
So,
writing a theme
So,
song.
I can't. I'm not even gonna look at him. Like, look, watch this back. This guy, since I say all the time.
you kind of do.
So anyway,
You're throwing yourself under the bus now. 'Cause when people see this, they're gonna go, "Hey, Greg,
I'm a team player.
Wait,
Tally it up.
correctly.
Tally it up. I want to see your tallies.
per minute. Let's get an per minute on Greg.
have like a compilation video. I'm like,
I would love it. Walter, can you put that together for us?
I'm not cutting up that much.
guys, I can't make band practice. I'm working on the compilation video.
But put it like
Priorities. Hashtag priorities.
But like do it like where it's like 2x speed, where it's like
I'm gonna cut up that and say Sean had a stroke mid podcast.
Jesus.
And if you wonder why
that.
we haven't been doing a lot, it's because we all have been putting up with this.
Oh, come on now.
He said
So, this is a cable, Sean.
Anyways. Here, let me see this thing.
There's nothing really on there. Except
Is there
for,
nothing?
for, like, just
I
a
asked
couple CDs.
while I was setting up this, I was like, "Hey guys, could you get a list of things that we could like talking points?" And it says, "Why are we all here? What are we doing?" This is
Yeah.
hilarious. Upcoming
rests.
shows. That one's a good one. Writing theme song.
Writing a theme song.
What is the theme song for?
For this.
For this?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Cover this with HydraFX.
It's like the McKay's food commercial.
All right.
Cover this.
Yeah, I think there should be a definitive line between theme song and jingle. The idea of both of them.
Cover this with HydraFX. Do that.
Cover this with HydraFX.
This is
Yeah,
what
it doesn't count
This is
unless
why
you have
nothing
your
gets
hands
done.
Like an 80s
When you're
sound,
trying
like
to-
an 80s style sounding intro, like with the guy that's like,
Cover this.
like
Get on the mic. Get on the mic.
HydraFX. Boom. That's it.
That's it.
We're doing it. We're doing it.
And then the final thing, because there's only fucking
Hold on,
five.
stop.
There's only
Can you do
5 of
that
these.
one more time, please.
Yeah.
He's gonna sing harmonies. Go ahead.
This is it.
No,
Yeah.
I just want to see him.
I'll
do
cut. If this sounds good, I'll cut it up, and we'll just use it every time.
You want to record it?
Yeah, we're well.
These big drums, like
We got it on here. I mean,
Yeah, like cover this with HydraFX.
That's it. Slice it up. Let's go.
that
Today.
that could be that could be the outro too.
Yeah.
That could be the outro of this also.
The more you bro. And it's got the thing
The more you
across the sky and shit.
It's like a reading rainbow. And the last thing on this list says current issue. It's like, fucking,
Yeah, I want to talk about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. We'll bring that up real quick.
I hate you.
That's so
I hate
We're not one to shy away from the real topics.
Yeah.
Here. Like, what's your favorite hamburger?
Well, how are we going to end these things? That's a good
I don't
question,
know,
right?
Mr. Fucking.
I mean, I could click a button, but there should be something before
you're
said
right.
button click.
You're right,
You know,
you're right.
You should click the button. And be
Said
like,
button
you know what?
click.
Before we go, I want to say.
Before I sing the freaking outro.
I should cut that up and just put it at the end.
Deep thoughts with Greg. Deep thoughts with Greg.
It's polling.
Is this when you start
Well, that's
zooming
always-
in on his face really slowly? Play some really,
How
really
about
soft.
how about your
rock,
favorite
I'll
song of the
put
week? How about like
Simon
a
and
jam
Garfunkel
you've
on
been
there?
jamming all week? Yeah, like, does anyone have like a song they've been jamming to all week? I got one, but I'll
I'll put Simon and Garfunkel on.
Just say it, Sean. Go for it.
It's that Joe P one I showed you. Joe P Glass Houses, I think.
I
That
can't.
came
I'm not
out 2
putting
weeks
songs
ago.
on here just for the sake of
No,
getting
no.
pinged by things.
No. We don't play them, but we're
You
saying
could,
like,
you could like
right?
write.
song of the week.
Can we talk about it?
Could you like put the text up there, like saying?
No, you can't use other
How
people's
about this?
stuff.
What have you been driving on? What's like your favorite? Like, what's your go-to when you're driving? There you go.
What's driving you?
I've been listening to the Spinners.
Really fucking good. What's driving you?
I've been listening to the
What's
Spinners
driving you?
recently. A lot of old soul. That's why I'm always listening to that though.
That's
like,
true.
That's my jams. I've also listened to a bunch of like 80s lo-fi,
Dope.
hip hop stuff. It's
Yeah, you and I are very similar when it comes to
Yeah.
that palette, like that 80s
yeah,
like,
it's
lo-fi
just
shit.
driving, and I can just get work done
Yeah,
and shit like
yeah.
that. I'm out digging a ditch in my yard listening to that stuff.
Listen to Pandora. My Pandora station has like a lot of instrumentals, and it's just freaking dope. Just electronica, it's lo-fi
Dude,
shit.
it's the best.
It's just
the
a
best.
drive. It's driving shit.
What was that thing you just said that I missed? That was a good idea. What was that? Say it again.
What's driving
What's
you?
driving you?
What's driving you?
Yeah, what's
That's
driving
a
you,
good
Sean?
name for this podcast. Also, by
What's
the way.
driving you? And then like use this right
Yeah, yeah.
here. Like what's driving you? This is where we say what we currently are listening to while we jamming down the road.
Dope.
Sure. Yeah, that's a good way to end
Yeah.
it. And then we just call it. All right. So, Miles, we've been listening to the same stuff. Anything specific? We'll go in line.
that shit down,
It depends. It's like, was it Glass? Is it? No, it's not Glass. I don't know. Well, there's like Grammatic is like a dope little group that it's like the instrumental-y stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Scary Pockets type.
No,
dudes?
no, nothing close to that.
Oh.
Nothing close to that. It's like
More chill.
Different.
yeah. Look up Grammatic. Look up
Grammatic.
Check 'em out.
Yeah, Thievery Corporation. I think I have to look at a Band of Thieves or something like that. Like, no, I'm totally making shit up now. But
What about you,
I'd have
Barrett?
to look
Tinky
up-
and the Winkies. Love it.
Bipsy.
I can literally like open up my Pandora and like just skim through
The
some
crispy
shit,
Yeah,
like-
yeah. Let's not.
No,
Just
yeah.
in case they ping us for stuff.
Yeah, you're right. Because if you do audio, they'll start,
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
no,
pulling
I'm
it down.
putting it down.
Yeah.
But like
Mark Zuckerberg will be like, "No, you can't do that."
Boards of
Why
Canada.
does he sound like Yoda?
Boards of Canada is another group that's really
Do
dope.
that, you can't.
I can literally just hit Bonaboo, like Samantha James, like stuff that you've never heard of.
Music you love.
That's where it's at, man. That's where it's at.
It's
I
just
love
like
new
lo-fi
shit.
stuff. It's lo-fi
Yeah.
stuff.
What about you, Barrett? What have you been listening to?
Listen, you must.
I'm very erratic in my tastes, and I mean currently.
Do you hunt for new music, Barrett? Do you do that?
Sure,
Do you?
sure. Like, I mean, I guess you wouldn't call this recent to you guys, but maybe to out there in podcast land, like 12-Foot Ninja.
I knew you were gonna fucking
Yep.
say that.
is
Goddamn.
amazing to me. It's music.
He found that 5 years ago, 6 years ago, and he's still saying
Well,
it.
still putting out music.
It's good.
They just
It's
broke
good.
up not too long ago, which
What?
sucks. But
No.
yeah. So we'll never Australians. They will never see him in the States.
Right?
It's just musically complex, and you don't expect it to go where it's going. It has Latin mixed with metal, mixed with like some
Funk.
reggae, and then back into samba mixed with some degents. You know,
Oh, gent.
It's- and it works. Like, it does not sound like it should work on paper, but it works, and I fucking love those guys. I think
great.
I turned him on
Yes.
to them. And
You turned him on? Is that what you're saying? You
Daily.
There's a little bit of a pause there that
a
was.
little bit of jealousy over there.
What about Tashawn? What have you been listening to?
12-Foot Ninjas jams, man. Check them out.
So I do try to listen to new music. Sometimes I'll just find myself going back to those classics that I like. And actually, this week, the last like 3 or 4 days, I have not stopped listening to. I was just playing it earlier today when I walked in. Flaw through the eyes. So sometimes you get stuck on those old albums you like listening to. Like I'll probably like a month will go by, and I'll probably go back to like Jimmy Eat World, Bleed American, or whatever. Just sometimes you just get on those albums, but Flaw.
Back to your
yeah.
safe spot?
Sometimes you just want to go back home. You know, home.
Where you're comfy.
Go back home.
Where you
Back
live.
home.
Like
Yeah.
a little something old, something new, something.
Yeah. So I'll say
Add
Flaw because
something.
I've been jamming to Flaw. I had the windows down. It's like, yeah.
Sometimes them old bangers just come back and you like forgot how
Yeah.
dope songs
That's like
were.
80s bangers. Like we had
That's
that one
his-
rehearsal
that's his
stuff,
jam,
and
man,
you
that
came through
80s.
the door, and you were like, I couldn't get the song. It was like, ba, 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 da. It was like Paul Abdul. Yeah, what's that song? Nasty Boys. Like you were jamming to something like, and you were like, skid bop, skabadoo beat,
Just hit the side.
That's that 80s dance, man. What y'all know about that?
I love.
And I just love the fact that like your
love
taste,
that.
everyone's taste is so different. And then imagine if all of it comes together in a studio environment.
That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's gonna be ridiculous.
That's what's gonna happen.
We're not like trying to go for a certain sound. Like, well, we gotta sound like this, and we gotta.
I love the
good.
cartoon.
The 1700s like judge or whatever. Like, I am.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this
Walter, what's wrong?
I've been listening to a lot of Ariel.
Oh, you talked
Posen.
about that. That's right.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
came out. He comes out with new music like every 2 weeks, and it's awesome. He plays a baritone guitar and he plays slide, and it's just amazing. But it's funky.
Sick.
Slide for whatever reason.
Dude, you know what? I just really thought it because y'all would. Here's an unexpected answer. You know what me and Kathy have been jamming to is Polyphia or Polyphia.
Oh, that's
Or-
that's that math rock shit, dude.
dude. It is awesome.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
It like they put with trap like hip hop beats
Yeah.
behind it and shit too.
Yep.
It's fantastic, dude. Those guys are like beyond next level.
Yeah, it's
different
like,
way to
it's
play
like
guitar,
synth guitar, like on cocaine.
Yeah, and it's Steve Vai's in it in one of
Yeah.
the songs too. It's
Yeah.
fucking amazing.
That's one of the new ones they just came out with maybe like a month, 2 months ago. That
Is
music
it
video with him in there.
Polyphia? Is that how you pronounce it?
Yeah, I believe so. I don't know. I'm not a big
Polyphia.
listener, but I'm pretty sure that's enunciated.
Dope. Yeah, I didn't.
But yeah, Ariel, but we all listen to new
Pole
stuff.
file. Poles.
This podcast is completely on the whim right now. We're figuring out how we're going to do it.
Yeah.
I think a lot of this stuff is going to stick in and stay. But I think 30 minutes is perfect. We're at 29 minutes right now, so I think everyone could just fucking say goodbye.
Great.
And we'll see them in 2 weeks because this is going to be a every other week thing.
Oh, I'm down for that.
Yeah. Well,
Cool.
Sean and I, we got the whole fucking military schedule. So CWS, I think is going to be CWS days.
Oh, word, when you
we'll
guys
come here and
over
work.
the
Yeah,
Friday.
Friday mornings.
On the Friday we have off.
And I'll just
yeah.
chain my kids to the radio.
I'm not supposed to
Come over.
laugh. It's not supposed to answer, it's a laugh here.
Where do you want me to insert the laughter?
Start looking out.
Do you have the location for the laughter? I can't find the laughter location. Could you just drop me the GPS coordinates for the laughing? Do you have the GPS coordinates for where I'm supposed to laugh?
I don't think
I'm
you
not
realize
laughing
how
yet.
good, how really good that accent is. Like, it is.
That's so good.
Honestly,
Comments und shares down below.
honestly, God damn it. On a serious note,
Wow.
we're going to be in everybody's faces more with all the social media, the podcast.
Let's go.
Bear's going
Yes.
to be out there.
Yes.
This album stuff. Everyone's going to really boots on ground. Boots on the ground for working. Is that is that what people say?
You better lace up those boots, boys.
Yeah.
Asses
So,
and elbows.
let's
You're going to be
go.
hearing a lot from us.
Sorry.
We might be start getting a little annoying, but thanks for everybody for listening and hanging out. And we'll hear from you. You'll hear from us in
Thanks for
2
giving
more
a
weeks,
shit.
I guess.
That's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
sign-off tag.
He loves
Thanks for
throwing
giving a
peace signs. That's like straight out of the early '90s. So he's got it. I give him
I
shit for it
do.
all the time. Do that in the lips.
shit. 80s, 90s, and he's over there doing the.
Barrick, do that. Barrick, do the pose, and I'll zoom in. Do that pose real quick. I'm gonna zoom in, and that's how we're ending it. Okay, and then I'll clip Miles singing that shit, and that'll be how we end it. So do it. Go ahead.
Hey, so thank you for tuning in for the first episode of Cover This with HydraFX.